EnglishSimmer here, and it is almost the brand new year. It is almost 2023, and so for today's video, I wanted to maybe talk about the news that we already know about The Sims 4 and the fact that we are getting infants. They did say, I'm fairly sure, like early 2023. I actually just listed a poll on my Twitter and I asked when we were betting that they're gonna drop. And most people have voted so far on February. It could be later. My options were January, February, or March. So I would love to hear your comments down below. I would like to hear all of your theories of when you think we're gonna get infants in The Sims 4. Infants are basically gonna be a new life stage in The Sims 4. They're gonna be in between the current babies that we have, because we all know that babies are objects. They cannot be removed from their cribs unless you like pick them up. You can't like walk around with them. We've already seen that infants can crawl. We've seen a couple of sneaky little objects that might be coming with them, such as a potential baby gate, also a potential crib or a playpen. It is looking like your Sims will be able to like free roam with them, which is something that you were able to do in The Sims 3. So I thought today, to get us in the mood for these infants arriving, thank God they didn't come before Christmas because I would have been stressed. I genuinely would have been in Spain without the S. But today we're gonna look back at The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 to see kind of what babies and toddlers were like in those games, because I don't really remember them all that well. I'm hoping that I can scrub up on my knowledge, so when infants actually do drop in The Sims 4, I can be like, okay, how do they contrast and compare? As an English graduate, contrast and compare are some of my favorite words in the English dictionary. And my word, how festive. I literally have like mince pie juice. That sounds so gross. On my mouse. It's really sticky and disgusting. Here we go. This is blasting in my ear holes. Helicopters. I do miss them. Oh, paint me like one of your French girlies. There they are. They are toddlers, technically. Ugh. I miss diving boards. I kind of want to live in Pleasant View. I just feel like if we're gonna be raising a family, my favorite is Veronaville, which I always have called Veronaville. And I like realized like 3 weeks ago when I was watching a Sims 2 video that it's Fair Verona. The English graduate in me is actually screaming. How did that not click? I say that it's gonna be a wholesome family experience in Pleasant View, not with the caliente and the goths. Automus. It sounds like Christmas. Large families have a lot of love to share, but also require a lot of work. Can confirm. I'm actually the youngest of 7. Don't know if you knew that about me. Especially with more children on the way. Oh, this is great. She's preggers too. Will grandma's help be enough to keep this family strong? Oh my god, why does she kind of look like me as a child? We have ourselves a toddler, Samantha. No, don't enable game tips. I mean, I probably should. I am baby when it comes to The Sims 2. Retro bodacious lovesy. Burglar alarm is for some reason in child's electronics. We got a slide, a swing, monkey bars, roundabout. Why do we not have a roundabout in The Sims 4? What the heck? Easy bake oven. See, this is the kind of stuff that kids need. Kids need more hobbies in The Sims 4. Oh my word, remember when doll houses were actually made for dolls and not for the freaking giant Barbies that are in Greta Gerwig's little trailer? And then of course we do have a crib. I don't know how many, oh my god. We only have 2 bedrooms. Grandma, you're sharing with the grandkids. And then we also have a baby changing table, which I am so hoping that we get our own version of this in The Sims 4. They are just gonna poop their pants. They're just gonna shart everywhere and they're not gonna have any control of their bowel movement. They're like me after a coffee. I mean, definitely not hygienic to put this next to our dining table. So over here, we can dress Tommy in his little PJs, we can dress him in outerwear, or we can plan an everyday outfit for Tommy. We're gonna dress him in his PJs. We're gonna have a little lazy day at home. I don't know how long. The little pregnant walk. Cute. Oh, there we go. He's in his little PJs. Okay, can we... Oh, Grandma. This is creepy. Grandma, what are you doing? Grandma? Is Grandma okay, Mummy? Why was she just holding it? I think she... Oh, my word. Stop. This is why I love The Sims 2 toddlers. I will say I like The Sims 4 toddlers, but Sims 2 toddlers will always be the cutest. Like, just the little interactions that they had. Like, look at the way that she's stroking his hair, and he's like got his hand on her chest, and he's like falling asleep. Oh my God. Let's talk to him a little bit. Oh, hey, little Tommy. I love your little bowl cut that you have going on. We can have a little... No, stop. Give me infants or give me death. The little snuggle interaction. Look at the death grip that this child has on his mother's neck. Tell me that that isn't one of the cutest things you have ever seen. He looks so content. I have literally never ever seen a Sims 4 toddler look this happy to be around their parent. They look like they are planning their downfall at any given opportunity. Sims 4 toddlers really said, I'm gonna... Oh, he vomited on us. Yeah, Sims 4 toddlers literally look like they've been planning all their lives to get their own back for like all the babies that we barbecued in the Sims 2 and 3. The interactions, man. The little like just... all the animations are so cute. They just feel so wholesome. So I don't know if we'll be able to teach infants how to walk. Like, I know, like, you can teach toddlers how to walk, but toddlers walk from, like, the get-go. Yes, they're a little bit, like, whoa. Weebles wobble, but they never fall down, except in this case they do. However, for infants, I could kind of expect, like, your parents to walk with, like, their hands on your hands, like, holding their hands and encouraging them, like, this way, and then they'll crawl towards you. See? Because Sims 2 toddlers like crawl, even though it looks like he is about to be swallowed whole by this black hole at any given opportunity. He can come over here and draw on his little... Oh, and he can build blocks on his little table. He's just like eating all of these. He kind of looks like he's teething. He's like chewing on blocks. I'm expecting like infants to have emotions like toddlers can have. I want them to go through like an uncomfortable like teething stage where they just basically throw hissy fits, but like fair and valid because they're like, what the hell is happening in my mouth? Everything hurts. He's gonna put his blocks away and then he's gonna grab his little crayon. We have a little xylophone so he can practice. Let's actually check out his skills. What does he have going on? A toddler's job is growing up and they have fun learning new skills. Cooking, mechanical, charisma, body. They really said these kids are starting young. Mommy, you're not looking too good. I don't think I trust you right now. Oh, loving the wallpaper though. That is so cute. Very vintage. Why is the bathwater also pink? It looks like she's put a little lush bath bomb in there with him. I don't think you should really do that just yet at his age. Sims 2, what in the ever-living hell is this? Oh my word, you were meant to be my favorite. You were meant to be the golden child of The Sims, and yet you give me twins. I cannot believe my luck. I thought this was gonna be such a wholesome little video where I just like reminisce and go down that little memory lane, and now all I want to do is rip my ears out. The mother, however, is currently holding the little baby who isn't actually in their crib, isn't tied to a bassinet. Can you believe it? I don't think you should be shaking your newborn around like that. Also, not gonna lie, these definitely look more like the infants that we're getting in The Sims 4. Like, these look like any child birthed on a soap opera here in the UK. They look about 6 months old. But you can interact with them. You can kind of do your own thing. You can put them down anywhere on the floor, which we all know the chaos that that can cause. You actually can't change babies here, which is kind of shocking to me. So the only things you can really do is play with them, cuddle them, put them down, also put them in a crib. You get to like choose between the kids that you want to put down. I shouldn't end that sentence there. I was meant to say put down to sleep, but that still wasn't any better. I am learning that babies can't really do anything in The Sims 2, which makes sense. Like, they have literally been born just this second. Like, they're what, 10 minutes old, maybe? So you just kind of put them on the floor. You can't really check their needs or anything. Kind of works in the same way as The Sims 4 in that sense. They just kind of lie here. They're just chilling like little bundles of joy. That's not what I would really call them. I really hope that infants in The Sims 4 do more than this. And I think they will. I think that's why they've made infants. Like, I kind of hope that you can put them down on like a little play mat and they can like rattle things. Oh, we are feeding them. Also, that bottle is the size of you. That absolutely weighs the same amount as you. I think you can just like use it to feed multiple babies. So we can feed this bottle to, I'm fairly sure he is holding Cole. So he can go pick that up. Oh, look, you shared the womb and now you're also sharing a fake nipple. Look at how far we've come. Who would have thought it? Look at the difference in that camera and this baby's feet. How is that the same game? I can't believe I am about to sit here and these words are gonna come out of my mouth, but here's hoping that The Sims 3 is a little less glitchy than that. I can't get over how much of a dumpster fire The Sims 2 was. Feed on floor, snuggle. See, even The Sims 3 didn't have the charm that The Sims 2 had when it came to like interactions. Like, he like stroked the back of her head, but it just like wasn't as cute. Like, Sims 2 just feels so intimate in the sense that, honestly, the same way that Taylor Swift feels like a little indie singer who I just want to like protect from the world. That's how I feel about The Sims 2. Yes, it might be one of the best-selling game franchises in the world, but to me, she is baby and I will protect her. I have some of my store content installed, which definitely came with some things for toddlers. I kind of wanted to make the most. We got a crib over here, but cribs also came with base game. We got kind of like a little toy shape stacker thing. The xylophone returned back. The building blocks and drawing table still there. The costume chest. I'm not sure if toddlers can use that. Honestly, there's more of a crossover between The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 than I ever thought there was. Like, you got the bears back. Oh, you did actually get I'm fairly sure this is store content. I don't know why it's not telling me that it's store content. You got some cute little high chairs. I never use them in The Sims because they always just get like trapped. I hope that works the same way in The Sims 4 when infants come. I hope you don't have to put them in a high chair because they just always like get stuck and things like that. So I'm hoping they can crawl and then hold themselves up and eat. Of course, we got the iconic little playpen, which was store content. This was such a lifesaver in The Sims 3. I'm really hoping we get one in The Sims 4. Like, just being able to throw, don't yeetus your fetus, but just being able to plop them down gently in a little playpen and have them work on their skills and kind of like look after themselves is really nice. We did get a baby changing table once again, but on the store content, this actually unfortunately wasn't available in the game for everyone. You unfortunately, I don't think, can like rock toddlers to sleep on a rocking chair in The Sims 4 if you have them, like if you have nifty knitting, which I think you should be able to do. I would really love to see that crossplay compatibility with infants as well. I'm really hoping that you can like sit down with them and like just rock them or have them sit on your knee or something like that. We got the buggy in Generations, which is why I actually installed Generations. Every Twin Brook roller has been built to withstand whatever pothole, swamp mud, or bayou vegetation. Did we even have like a swampy looking world in The Sims 3? Or were they just like, yeah, we're just gonna add that? We are gonna pick Malika up and then let's go on a stroll with Malika Williams. So yes, you can put toddlers in buggies and prams. I so hope that we get buggies and prams in The Sims 4. See, this is also why I'm looking forward to infants. Like, even though people are disappointed that they're not updating babies and they're just introducing a new life stage, I actually think, hopefully at least, this is— whoa, you're just walking her off the road? I know they said that this could go through like any terrain possible, but like they didn't mean go off-roading with your toddler in it. I hope that this is gonna rejuvenate toddlers as well. Oops, okay. I mean, it's a little bit laggy, but that's all good. Okay, you've decided to not go on a stroll with a stroller anymore. You're just carrying her in your arms because that makes perfect. Don't drop her on the middle of the floor. Oh my goodness. Go home. Keep her in your arms. Let's go put her in her swing just so I can show you what this all looks like. There's also a baby monitor in the Sims 3 store. I think all of these are really good options for infants. Oh, are we gonna turn it on? Can you turn it on to fast? No, I don't want to go slow. Scream if you want to go faster. Change speed to fast. I want her to be zooming. Oh, he's playing peekaboo with her in it. So they can actually, I think, still sort of interact with them. We can watch her, which means we do like the little... Why are you stood like that? You're stood like a little T-Rex. Sir, that's so weird. This is a cute interaction. The little like peekaboo and waving at her. I do think there's gonna be a crossover between toddlers and infants. We're even seeing it in the game here. Like you can put babies in this swing. I don't think you can put babies in a playpen because they basically just like lie there. But you can also put toddlers and babies in the stroller, which means that they come out of the house a little bit more, which is something I've always wanted in The Sims 4. They kind of just like forget that toddlers exist. I've never seen a townie sim walking around with a toddler in like a park or anything like that. In this little playpen, they can learn to talk or they can play with the abacus, which actually starts getting up their skills. Toddlers can't interact with the dress-up box, which I would actually like for The Sims 4. Toddler stuff actually came with some really cute like little dressy up clothes. Like you have like the little bumblebee outfit, which I just think is adorable, and it looks like it's been like handcrafted by the parents. I will say The Sims definitely suffers from like overriding of what you want to do. So she constantly wants to just put this baby in its playpen. Oh, it's so cute to see like little cribs. I kind of hope that again, if we get cribs, which I'm fairly sure we will get, I'm hoping that infants don't just like stick to bassinets. I really want these sort of cribs. I think they're a very cute object. Like cots are just adorable, and that toddlers again can also use them. I know toddlers like in The Sims 4 feel slightly a little bit bigger than The Sims 3. Like they just feel older to me, but I just think that's because like it's missing some of its charm. Ooh, she's gonna actually go change her on the baby changing station. So let's see what that looks like in The Sims 3. I'm fairly sure. I can't actually remember. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm fairly sure they still like spin them around, but they don't. They actually like lie them down and it looks as if they are changing their nappy. They can also give toddlers and babies, I'm fairly sure, a bath on here. So handy, especially if you don't have a bath in your bathroom. Wait. Before you teach her to walk, how do toddlers actually move around in The Sims 3? They crawl as well. Sims 4 are well advanced, but I kind of miss it. Like, you can teach them to walk, but they can already kind of walk. Crossover of the century happening between Sims 4 toddlers and infants. Ah, look at us on the way back from the hospital with little baby Maisie. We got a new one. Looking more like a newborn. I mean, still kind of looking like pretty big for a newborn. But let's check out what we can do. We can give Maisie a bath. We can also change Maisie. So that changed from The Sims 2. You could actually give newborns some love and attention on the little baby changer. You could obviously put her in her crib. We can only pick that up. We can put Maisie in the swing, and then I'm fairly sure he probably has the little buggy with him. So I'm fairly sure, yeah, we can go on a stroll with Maisie. So boom! Newborns actually better in The Sims 3, in my opinion. Proven. What can we do? We can change diaper, give bottle, play with, put her down, put her in a crib, or snuggle her. So we could still just snuggle and play with, which I guess makes sense. I kind of hope that there's a couple more interactions things with infants, kind of like, you know, like making silly faces with them. I really hope that rocking chair integration, I think that's my biggest thing. I want to be able to like rock them to sleep, especially now that they'll finally be like out of their crib and be able to be like taken anywhere. I'm also hoping that they can turn up on community lots, just so like we can kind of interact with like younger Sims, because I feel like they are restrained to their household. It's like they're back in a 2020 lockdown at all times. I have to say, personally, I don't think any of those babies were worth the wait, so here's hoping that infants actually are worth the wait that it takes for them. I am excited. I think toddlers in The Sims 4 are some of the best we've had. I really like how they have like multiple skills. I do hope that you can kind of teach infants how to walk, because I do feel like it would kind of fill in that gap between them like crawling, and I love them crawling, and I probably will leave them crawling for like a long time. But I think if you want like a super sim who's like pretty smart and basically you're talented, brilliant, never been done before child in your family, then you can kind of teach them to walk at like an earlier life stage. So then when they age up into a toddler, like, yeah, they're still a bit wobbly, they're getting used to all their new proportions. Maybe it carries over and they already have like, I don't know, like a 3 movement skill. I definitely think there's some really cool integration available. I would love to know what you lot want when it comes to infants in The Sims 4, whether you're like me and you're just like dying for a rocking chair integration, if you have nifty knitting. I want to hear all of your thoughts and ideas in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a very happy and safe new year. Take care of yourselves. Let me also know your New Year's resolutions or just like habits and things you want to like shift in the new year. I don't know. I always find that super interesting. I feel like I need some inspiration on that front. We're getting a new life stage. Let's enter a new life stage together. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.